When his brothers found out, they were scared, and then he said the most important line of that whole story. The convenience I'm talking about is the fact that we all just the human mind, we construct narratives in our mind, and we love these narratives. Like we worked hard to construct our narratives, so of course I want to play that narrative over and over and over again in my mind. And it's very inconvenient when things like facts or reality try to change the narrative that I have constructed in my mind. So that's very inconvenient to do, and yet it's one of the most important things we can do in our lives. The most important in terms of trying to love God above all things, trying to love neighbor as ourselves, to be able to switch that narrative, the inconvenience involved with switching our narratives. The best example of this, of the narrative that's detrimental to us but we keep perpetuating, is grudges. We've all held grudges, and we know what it's like being enslaved by those narratives. I'm the victim, I can never get a break, no one loves me, I'm always being wronged, there they go again. Like, we all know the script, that keeps playing in our mind over and over and over again. And that is an obstacle. That is an obstacle to loving God, that is an obstacle to loving neighbor. And so to switch that script is so very important. When his brothers found out, they were scared, and then he said the most important line of that whole story. Do not be afraid, brothers, because it was for God's purposes that he sent me ahead of you, so that now I can be here to do the good, so that good can come out of evil. And once again, if we have that script, that God is the providential Father of our lives, that all things turn out well for the good of those who love God, when we switch out our useless script, let's call it, for the script of God's reality, our lives just become so much better. Our lives are truly, we're able to love better because we've willed to view ourselves in reality. We've willed to not live in the convenience of my tired narrative.